No respect. No respect. I tell you, sometimes some of the stuff we get to work on is kind of unusual, and this is such a case. This is a Logitech surround controller. I guess it's for like a subwoofer and a little mini surround type system that someone would use with their computer. It's a wired system. The guy broke the connector off and brought it to me and said, "Can you put a connector on?" And I said, "Sure, why not?" I had this Logitech digital, I guess it's a control amplifier, brought in, and the guy had damaged the connector, and I don't know what he was trying to do here, but I guess he was trying to fix it himself. That's what he was trying to do, I think. Anyway, this is why he brought it in with the connector cut off, and wants me to change the connector. So I went and got a new connector, and we're going to put that connector on, and hopefully that's all that's going to be required, because I have no way of testing this thing. I'm just going to put this connector on and send this thing back out. I've looked at the pin out. You know, I want to make sure that I've got this right. And the pinouts leave a lot to be desired. So I'm just going to pull the back off this thing and just see if the wires may be labeled inside as to what they do. I have this chart that tells me what they're supposed to be, but it doesn't tell me what colors of wires went to what. So I don't even know whether this chart is the right one. This was supplied by the customer, so I don't even know if this is the right one to go with this thing. I'm trying to match up the colors by color, but with the unit in such sad shape, someone had put glue, like hot melt glue, on this. Seeing where they went is, and some of the wires are missing too. They've come off. Seeing where they went is a bit of a challenge. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open the unit up and see whether it's possible to see what wires went where on the other end of the cable. Maybe they'll be labeled. That's what my hope is that the board's going to have a label on it, and I can see what colors go where, and maybe they will line up with this chart that I've got. Of course not. As you can see, the wires here just all go to numbered, not even numbered. Are they labeled here? Let's take a close look at this. Well, here's the wires going in. As you can see, nothing's labeled. It just says WA1, WA2, etc., etc. Doesn't tell me what they do. And I have to now try and just hook this new plug up based on what was on the other connector, which could be a challenge. First one here is the yellow that I know for sure is the right one, so we'll put the yellow one on here. We'll just solder these on one at a time and see what's left over, and the guy that owns this thing, he's going to have to test it himself. This is one of these jobs that I did not want to do, and I said no, but the guy was pretty persistent. He goes, "Oh, it's just changing a connector. Well, what the heck? What could go wrong? Tell you what could go wrong. I could get the wrong wires hooked up to it. That's what could go wrong. Let's see here. Which way am I facing? Make sure that I got this the right way to begin with. Yeah, this one here goes this way. So first I'm going to just prep all the pins, tin all of the pins so that it'll make it, connecting them up a little bit easier. I'm just going to go one by one and put all the ones on that I know that I was able to match from the other connector. And then I'm going to have to do a little research and see which ones, because not all the colors...
Too green on this.
Not all the colors I'm able to identify.
I thought maybe one of them would have a black stripe on it, but it does not. The greens are both ground. They're connected internally together, so that shouldn't matter. As long as I get them to the right terminal, I could have them both reversed, and it shouldn't be an issue. So there's the first green one. And then the next one is a white blue. But I see nothing that went to the other pin. It's showing it's a ground on here too. The green one shows question mark. The white, blue, and whatever this other one was, because it's burnt right off. I don't know what color it was. That's going to be an interesting one. But we'll put the white, blue one down there and just see what the heck is left over when we're done. That's going to be the fun part, is figuring out which. Or is it white, black? Sorry, white, black. White, black is this one right here. So we'll put the white, black one down.
Of course, what's written on this chart here is not correct. Some of them are correct, but it's not. Like the ones marked question mark. I guess this came from the forums, and it's not right. But we found some others that identified the ones that were missing.
Oh, the fun of multi-connectors. Really. Okay, go to the next side up. Looks like it's going to be a green, and then a blue, and then a white, and then a red, and then I don't know, because I can't see from the old one.
Now, if you guys listen closely, you'll hear the sound of my 1965 Westclocks that I fixed. That old white one, the battery-powered, transistorized one with the magnets on the balance wheel. That thing keeps perfect time, more accurate than my quartz clock. It makes quite a racket if it's quiet, like it is now. If you listen, you can hear it in the background, hanging on the wall behind me.
Okay, I found some of the colors that were, I found a wiring chart. So the ones that I couldn't identify, I was able to find a chart for it. Looks like my yellow pin with the left front goes to pin number 5. So I'll put the yellow one here onto pin number 5. Pin 4 has my blue black, which was right. Pin 3 has got my yellow black, which is right. Pin 2 I have my gray and the brown. Those are the two that I didn't know. Here's the gray and the brown. We'll just get the gray one up here. Gotta fish this wire through here. Gray and brown, and that will finish this thing. There's gray, and the brown goes to pin number 1, and that should finish this connector. Again, I can't test it because I don't have the rest of the unit, but I'm pretty confident that now that I got the right wiring diagram, I had to do a bit of searching to find it, but I found the wiring diagram, and I think we got it. So, and pin 6 was the one that had nothing. I think it was pin 6. Yeah, pin 6 was no connection, and it shows right here, not connected. I don't have the boot for this thing. The guy that owns it's got that. He just brought it to me to reconnect the connector, so there's that. I'm going to then connect the shield. I think I'll connect it to the actual connector. I'm going to put some heat shrink tubing on here so it doesn't short anything out. And we'll tack that down to the actual shield of this connector, and then this one should be done, I think. I'm going to put a piece of heat shrink tubing on here and shrink it down. And then I'll tin the end of it. There. It is reconnected. Hopefully that's going to work for them. Thanks for watching.